So that is today's question. Is it cool to work out on pillows? Beatdown Brown here, continuing my quest to help you guys develop the best hands possible. It's the year of the hands on this channel, as you well know. And today we're talking about pillows. I've gotten a few emails recently from drummers asking me about my opinion on working out with pillows. Now, there's a case on both sides, I suppose. Like, there are plenty of drummers out there that'll tell you all the benefits of working out with pillows. Me personally, man, I gotta be straight up. I'm on the other team. I don't like it. I don't like working out with pillows. Unless I'm working on a very specific thing, which I'll get into in a few minutes. But generally, no. I don't work out with pillows. I don't think it's a cool idea. And here's why. Now, mostly, you know, when we talk about the idea of working out with pillows, the object of the game, I guess, would be to build our muscles for like multi-bounce strokes. So the most popular, I guess, exercise to try to work out on pillows is the double stroke. Here's why I think working out on pillows in that respect doesn't really make any sense. Now, when you're learning how to play a proper double, there are a couple of things that you're actually trying to do. It's not only about working on the muscles and learning how to use the muscles. It's also having a lot to do with just learning how to use and manipulate the weight of the stick and the properties of the stick. So it's not just about being able to muscle out a strong double stroke. There's more involved than just using the muscles the right way. A lot of it has to do with feeling the stick in your hands, feeling the weight of the stick, and learning how to use it to your advantage so you can get the most sort of economy out of your strokes. So just learning how to do stuff like that is important when you're learning how to do that kind of thing. And, you know, with whatever grip you're trying to develop, or, you know, the whole molar thing, that kind of thing, you know what I mean? There's no way you'll have any kind of success doing this kind of thing on a pillow. Now, when you're attempting to play a double stroke on a pillow, you know, and you're trying to make that thing happen, effectively all you're doing is you're muscling out every single one of those strokes. And when you're playing a double, that's not the object of the game. It involves a main stroke and a rebound stroke, right? So you can't learn anything about rebound if you're practicing on a surface that offers no rebound. So for that reason, it makes no sense to me to work out on pillows. Another important reason why it's not cool to work on it is because of that reason, because you're sort of using all of your muscles. You're pretty much redlining all your muscles when you do that kind of thing. You're overworking them. If you do it for long enough, you can develop tendonitis problems, some serious hand issues from overuse, undue excess stress on the muscles. It's not a smart way to work with pillows. You want to be able to work on a surface that offers you enough rebound so that you can feel what the stick feels like, you can feel what the surface feels like when you're playing those things. All of that kind of stuff works together to make all of these multi-bounce strokes feel easy. And the other thing too is that when you're playing these multi-bounce strokes, you're not overworking your muscles at all. You know what I'm saying? Like this takes like no effort at all. If I was trying to muscle that out on a pillow, you know what I mean? Like with stress everywhere. Now, a smarter and much more efficient and effective way to work on your multi-bounce strokes, if you really want to start developing your muscles, stick with the practice pad. Use a towel. Get yourself a towel, fold it once or twice, right? Throw it on top. This just adds a little bit of resistance to the pad. You can still feel the bounce. You're working just 5 or 10% harder, which is all you need. You don't need a giant beach towel or anything like that. Just get yourself product shot. Boom! Just get yourself a small towel like this, and something you can fold up once, and then once again, just to add a couple extra layers of resistance. This is all you're gonna need, man. So that's just me, man. That's why it doesn't make any sense to me to work out on pillows when you're working on multi-bounce strokes. Now I did, however, when I was developing my traditional grip, I did use pillows for that. And the reason for me doing so was to help me to develop strong single hit strokes, particularly my, my backbeat with the left hand. So I would just sit there and do that. And doing this kind of thing really just helped me to just sort of develop the feel of that stroke. And it allowed me to really just sort of muscle that thing out on a very forgiving surface, right? Because when you're trying to do that on a snare, you're going to be hitting the rim a lot and all that kind of thing, and it might, in the beginning stages, end up hurting your hands and stuff. So I was practicing on a pillow, you know, holding the stick in different spots, you know, way back here for more power, and really just whacking out these single hits. And that really played a big part in helping me develop the strength of my backbeat with the traditional grip. So using pillows to do that kind of thing, like just develop strong single hits on a very forgiving surface that will pretty much eliminate any kind of accidental injury during the learning process, that is a cool idea. Because when you're doing this, when you're trying to develop that, you're not gonna damage anything too much, or at all, as a matter of fact, when you're doing that. So for that reason, single strokes too. It's cool for single strokes when you want to build your wrist action when you're doing that kind of thing. For that reason, very cool. So yeah, man, that's my take on using pillows. Do I like the idea? It depends on the objective. Depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to develop rebound, it's a stupid idea, in my opinion, because it offers no rebound. Like I said, you wouldn't learn how to dribble a basketball on a sandy beach. This makes the same amount of sense, which is zero. So that's just my take, man. That's my advice. You can take it or leave it. I think it's pretty sound. I think it'll help you in the long run. But hey, they're your hands, man. You do what you want. Thanks for watching this video. If you think this actual information will be helpful to someone, do me a solid and share this video with a drummer friend of yours. And, you know, hopefully we can save some hands from further injury down the road. Other than that, that's it. Like, subscribe, Drop a comment below. See you next video.